every bad bitch song, ayy. Don't you hate when you hold a nigga down, then you switch up on your turn, not to be a clown, ayy. Look, I ain't in my feelings with it. Turn around, poke it.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Aaliyah back with another video, and today I'm going to be doing a video about the sexualization of black women and girls. And I got this quote from this website called blackburncenter.org, and they said, like many issues involving race in our country, the view of black women and girls as hypersexual has its roots in racism. And I agree, because they do. And I'm going to explain with this website help and many other websites and YouTube videos. Let's get into it. Now, before slavery, when white people used to travel to Africa, they were just so fascinated and shocked by the stuff that they saw, like the little clothing black women used to wear because it was hot. Like, what do you want them to wear? A sweater? By how some tribes practice polygamy and the dances. They was just so fascinated and shocked, and that led them to believe that black women were very sexual, that black women had large appetites for sex, you know, and that large appetites for sex stuff was used to justify stuff. And I'm gonna explain. Now, during slavery, they used to justify rape by saying black women have crazy appetites for sex, you know, and they just always want to have sex. So they used to justify rape by saying that. And because of them always getting raped by like their owners, they used to get pregnant a lot. And any child that is born to an enslaved person, by law, is now enslaved and now property. So yeah, they used to justify rape by saying that. And also, because they used to always get pregnant, the slave owner will always get more rich and rich and rich. So they would just keep forcing them to have babies and keep forcing them to have sex with them. Okay, so first of all, enslaved women were frequently pregnant because they were always getting raped. And this was used as proof that they had very crazy sexual appetites. And at the same time, enslaved women were put on auction blocks a lot because they were always getting sold a lot. And they were fully naked or, you know, somewhat naked, versus white women who were fully clothed from head to toe. And this display pretty much made this idea that, you know, white women are modest and pure, while black women are very immodest and very, you know, sexual and have large sexual appetites. So yeah. Now, even after slavery ended, the sexualization of black women did not stop. From the end of the Civil War to like the 1960s, white males were not charged. White males from the South were not charged with rape or attempted rape of a black woman or girl. But a black man would be put to death. That's why most black women really didn't say nothing about a black man raping them, because they would be put to death. But a white male would not be charged at all. Now I'm going to continue because, honey, it's not over, and it's still not over to this day. Let me continue. Now, from the article I was reading, I learned that memorabilia from the 1900s often show black women and girls as highly sexual, with large breasts and buttocks. They may be pregnant or have multiple children. It was just crazy. Like, I remember seeing cartoons like that, like looking it up and seeing cartoons. The way they showed black women was crazy. Like, they showed them as sexually promiscuous Jezebels, and it still continued to this day. That's why black women are looked at like very sexual to this day. With history like that, I'm not surprised. Now, all the images I just showed y'all are crazy. And it's way more out there that are way, way more inappropriate and disgusting of how they portray black women and girls. Like, look at Sarah Bartman. She was pretty much put in a freak show because of how she looked and how her body was shaped. Because, you know, she had like a really big butt. And yeah. And they just put her in a freak show because they was just so fascinated with her body. And during the show, they made her act like a savage. And she was unhappy because they were making her act like something that she was not. And also, they were making her feel like an object because they was poking and prodding at her body and her butt and stuff like that. You know, just making her feel like an object instead of a human. And it's disgusting what happened to her. It really is. In this article I'm looking at, in movies and in pop culture, black women were generally depicted as highly sexualized fallen women when they weren't being shown as mammies. The point being made was clear. In American society, black women and girls were viewed as promiscuous and sexually deviant, even from a young age. And to this day, they are still looked at very sexual. It's just like, I don't understand why now when black women try to express their sexuality, they're ashamed. They're literally shamed for expressing their sexuality. Like, WAP. Men were so mad. Politicians were so mad. Everybody was so mad about this song. And was just talking so much stuff. Like, I don't understand why. Like, in songs that men created, they make women look like objects, pretty much. They make women look like objects. And it is songs out here that is worse than WAP, where women are being sexualized and being made to look at like objects in the songs. But when a woman openly expresses her sexuality because she want to do it for herself, it's a problem. It's okay when a woman is getting embarrassed, when her nudes are getting leaked. You know what I'm saying? It's okay when a woman is doing it on porn because it's free. But when a woman do it on OnlyFans, it's a problem. I just don't understand. I don't understand. When women do it on free porn, it's okay. But when women make an OnlyFans and charge y'all have a problem because it's free. When women are getting embarrassed for expressing their sexuality, it's okay. It's okay. But when women willingly expresses their sexuality, it's not okay. I'm not understanding. Y'all gotta help me understand. What's the problem? What's the problem? Can you tell me? I just don't understand. Why can't a woman express her sexuality? Huh? Why can't a woman wear whatever she want to wear without it being a problem? Why can't you be modest and mind your business? Like, it's literally women out here that's modest, that shames other women for expressing their sexuality. Why can't you be modest and go about your business? And why can't you just express your sexuality and go about your business? Why do you, as a modest woman, have to shame another woman for expressing her sexuality? It never makes sense to me. What's the problem? What's the problem? Can someone explain to me what's wrong with WAP? If they want to talk about their private part, they can. Men talk about women like their dogs in songs and use them as objects and make women feel like objects and make them look like objects and sexualize women in songs. But when a woman willingly expresses her sexuality, it's a problem. That has to change. And then when y'all bring up the children when it comes to WAP. Oh, what about the children? You got young kids listening to y'all and looking after y'all. Y'all gonna influence them to do that. Are they the parent or are you the parent? Why should they have to care about your child? Why should they have to stop making music because you have a child? It don't make sense. Because the song WAP is made for grown women, not children. So if your child is listening to WAP, maybe you're the problem. Ever thought about that? Like, just don't understand. Women have been sexualized by men for so long and by society for so long, and when they finally start to express their sexuality willingly, it's a problem. But once they're getting embarrassed, once their nudes are getting leaked, it's okay. Once they're in porn doing it for free, it's okay. But oh no, let them make OnlyFans. It's a problem. Because it's not free. You have a problem with it. Okay. I just have to say that if you don't like a woman expressing her sexuality because it's not modest, that's your business, because she's not doing it for you. She's not doing it for you. She's not expressing her sexuality for you. She's doing it for herself. That's what I gotta understand. So when you say stuff like, I just want women to realize that we don't want them listening to pop, we don't want them shaking their butt, we don't want them dressing like this and that. I just want you to realize when you say stuff like that, you also have to realize that we're not doing it for you. We're not doing it for you or the next person. They're doing it for themselves. And if you had a problem with it, suck it up, cry about it. I don't care. Just don't be ignorant, and don't be in a comment dragging her because she want to express her sexuality. Like, it's not her body. Is it not her body, or is it yours? I'm confused. It's hers, right? Okay then. Anyways, but that is the end of the video. I had to say all I had to say, and I hope I educated a few people. And if you come for me, I will come for you back. So bring it, okay? But yeah, thanks guys.
Got the hazard on the doom fire. You could catch me